was okay with like a stained or like dirty bag. You know, the listing said fair conditions, but I was not expecting a hazard. Okay. Hi, welcome back. So I am super excited today because I have been on a bit of a journey. I've always just kind of bought a bag for convenience and for function, which is fine. But I feel like that really resulted in things that are not very long lasting. Fake leather or something like that that isn't going to last very long, that peels, that degrades. So I've really been wanting to invest a little bit more, be that money or time, into finding some higher quality items. So what I have done, I'm going to be opening a few packages that I have procured in the last few weeks. And I'm going to be embarking on some restoration projects within those, depending on the contents. So I think that'll be fun, and hopefully I have good results. I've never done anything like this before, but I really want to learn how to take care of leather properly. I have a lot of thrifted leather items that I want to make sure I can make last for the next 20 years, because these pieces are already 20 years old to begin with. We're going to start out with the first package, which I think is probably the most ambitious, and then we'll see what comes along from there. This box contains 2 bags, and I paid $15 for it, not including the shipping costs. So I think probably it'd be fair to say I paid about $10 for each of these. And let's just say the condition reflects that, okay? Oh my gosh, so unfortunately that did not go exactly as I was planning for it to go, because as soon as I opened the box, I found a bug in the paper, which is pretty gross. So I immediately took some pictures of it, cut off the video because I wanted to act really fast since I had just brought this package into my house. So I took a picture of it, and it looks like it's a drugstore beetle, so ew. Definitely not risking that, so I just immediately put them in some plastic bags, and I'm gonna leave them in the freezer for 4 days. So pretty gross. I was already planning on doing a super deep clean of these, so we'll see. I don't know. Now I'm almost debating if this is even worth it, because trust me, I was okay with like a stained or like dirty bag. You know, the listing said fair conditions, but I was not expecting a hazard. Okay, a hazard. So, yeah, now I feel a little bit uncomfortable, but I did a little research really quick, and apparently, you know, the freezer will, really help that. And then also I was gonna do the whole thing with, a vinegar soak and a dunk and washing it. So, not all purses you would want to fully submerge in water, but these ones I had planned to do that from the beginning anyways. So we'll see if it's worth it. I do feel better now that they're in the fridge, and I removed all the packaging from my house. I saw one bug, only one. So I did look and keep an eye out in case I saw another one, and I squished it, by the way. Not with my bare hands, but I did squish it. Yeah. I know it could be a coincidence, and it's possible it's also not even that type of bug, but just the idea of it, it's like, this is coming from a house that has one kind of bug problem. I don't want to think about any other kind of bugs, because I'm very particular about that. I do a lot of thrifting, but I'm always thinking about the possibility of bringing something home that has bugs in it. And honestly, I think I kind of learned my lesson a little bit with this one, and next time I'll probably open the package outside. But I did act really quick, and I'm going to clean my house just in case right now. So wish me luck. I guess I won't be finishing this portion until for like 5 days, because I'm gonna leave them in the freezer for 4, and we'll see if they're not ruined from that, because apparently if you freeze leather it could crack. But again, at this point it's like, oh well then. I guess I should have just thrown them away from the beginning, but we'll see. Hope I didn't waste my $20. I guess this is the risks when you're trying to find a good deal. So yeah. Okay, so today I'm out in my garage. Hopefully the audio is okay. We'll see. We might hear some car traffic, so sorry about that. But I'm out here because my bags have been freezing. So I am now confident that they are good to go and safe for any hitchhikers. And now I'm going to be giving them a vinegar spray down just in case they have any mold or something gross like that. I'm going to be spraying them with vinegar and letting them sit out in the sun right here in front of me. So that's why I came down to do this other portion in the garage. So that way I can keep my eye on them while they're out. Other item I purchased came in the mail, and I'm going to open it here. Not inside my home just in case, but this I'm pretty confident will be a-okay. I'm not going to be dunking this one. I'll just be doing a little soft scrub, and I'm going to do that out here in the garage. So yeah, I'll open it up and we'll see what I've got. So I would have bought this one for $15 on its own, and the other one just kind of felt like a bonus. Look how cute she is. She's not perfect, but I'm really thinking that if I give her a scrub and a dunk, this will probably never come out here, but we can get her looking ship-shape. Especially for a bag that was kind of given up on. I'm just going to be spraying it down with some vinegar. I'm just going to spray everything until it's damp and then let it dry out here. And after it's dry, we can scrub it up. Now this one, I am nervous about the stripes bleeding, but again, it's got to happen. So if it does, it is what it is. And the sunlight is actually good for killing mold as well. Okay, so I'm going to let these sit out, let them sit in the sun. I'll flip them over a few times, and then I will be working on the other pink bag in the meantime. Just this one bag for $15. Oh my god, it's so cute. Here it is. So cute. It's a little bit flat. And got a little bit of an ink mark. This should clean up fine. And then a little bit again on the front. So we'll see if it comes out. Do hairspray or like any other type of alcohol based stuff, and cuticle remover for your fingernail. Oh, this is so cute. I'm just gonna clean it up with some soap and water and see how that helps. And then honestly, like, I'm not afraid to just live with it, because trying to get ink out of leather can be quite the beast, and you might end up making your problem much worse. And especially since this is pink and white, it's probably painted or treated in a different way than regular dyed leather is, and I don't want to strip that off because I would end up having to repaint it. So I'm not trying to go there. We're just gonna scrub it down, see how that goes. So cute for $15. Alrighty, now for this cutie, I am going to be doing a much gentler clean. I gave her a look over, and I really don't think there's much to worry about in terms of mold or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of, and this has lanolin in it, which is actually really good for leather, being that lanolin conditions sheep, so it's actually just as good for cows. A lot of people recommend this for washing leather items, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one because it's nice and gentle, and these really don't need much. So I'd say most coach refurbishers that you see will use saddle soap. For this especially, I think that's a bit harsh, just because this is a painted bag. It's not raw leather, and I would not want to strip off any of the color. And now I'm going to do just each section, and then I'll wipe it off with a damp cloth. And anywhere that you see the white start to darken, that's very normal. It's just places where the paint has worn thinner and the moisture is darkening the leather underneath. At least that's what I've heard. Fingers crossed. I'm worried that there might be a cardboard base in the bottom of this. I'm not 100% sure, but I took the lining, I flipped it inside out, and it felt like maybe there was something inside there being like a support, so I wanted to do this quickly so I could get it stuffed. So the inside is still damp. I cleaned it. There is ink on the inside, which is, I mean, makes sense because there's ink on the outside. But I couldn't really get it out. I did decide to try the hairspray trick on the Creed, and I think it did make it just worse. So it didn't take the ink out, and I think it made the white uglier right here. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna leave these things alone unless I decide to get some cuticle oil, because I've seen that works even on colored leather. But now I'm gonna stuff it up and hold its shape while I give it some conditioner. This is the 2004 summer catalog Hamptons demi bag with the front buckle in pink and white. I think it is so freaking cute. I purchased this for $15 and saw one sell for $100. Here she is after a rest, so the conditioner could all soak in. She's looking so much better. This is the 2004 spring collection, the Soho Hobo bag. Such a cute little sporty underarm bag. I'm going to be buffing it out with a horsehair brush so that conditioner can really shine, and hopefully I can ease out some of these wrinkles. I watched this bag sell recently for $85, so I think that even including the entire cost of $20 for that package, I made out like a bandit. So this cutie is the vintage Abby Coach bag. She is from 1998 in the color ivory. I think this is so adorable. The seller sent these cute stickers with it, which I love, but I'm just giving her the same treatment. So she's getting the traditional scrub down
I'm going to wipe away all the excess afterwards, and then once everything is all clean, I'll go ahead and moisturize after I've let it dry for a little bit. So yeah, I'm super excited. This is, I feel like, a true vintage right here. 1998, it feels like this is the pre-2000s Coach. So I saw this bag listed for in between $100 and $125 recently. The last one I saw that sold in this color was $100, and I paid $25 for this bag. I did buy it right when it was listed, so I was really keeping an eye out and watching for those good prices, but I think that with a little love and care, she's gonna last another 20 years. So this is where I really decided that this was a bag I needed to have, and I was willing to pay closer to a market value price for it. This is the Coach Penelope Demi bag. She released in, I think, 2001. Mine was made in 2001, and I think they were selling mostly in 2002. I think this is such a great mix of the classic looking vintage Coach with the kind of little shoulder bag y2k of the 2000s. So I just loved this bag. It felt perfect for me, and I had to have it. So I actually paid $95 for this bag. I tried to negotiate, but the seller would not go below $90. Then I think it was worth it because I'm gonna make this bag last a lifetime. So I will take care of it forever. I've really been loving long skirts recently, and I thought that this bag paired so well with a little bit of a sporty look with the sneakers. I think that the pastel shade suited perfectly, and it's a great look for spring. And then if I really wanted to get Y2K with it, I put together this little outfit, and I think this brings it perfectly into summer. Of course, I can't forget my cute little Hamptons demi bag with this outfit. I think pink and green are a match made in heaven. I'm not afraid of a monochrome look, and I think really embracing that hot pink and white is just too cute. I think this is a super fun, comfy outfit if I just want to go out and run some errands real quick. Also, I got this sweater for free at a swap meet, and it is my favorite thing. I wore this outfit out to brunch on a gloomy morning recently, and it made me feel so chic and cute. I'm wearing my beautiful handmade pants from one of my last videos, and I love the way that this bag pairs with my Vivienne Westwood beret that I got in Japan. I dressed up my Penelope demi bag with a little bit of cherry blossoms that my mom sent to me, and I wore this look actually out dancing. We were having a little office siren moment, but I paired it with these Mary Jane shoes because I feel like that really matches into my own personal aesthetic, bringing a little bit more academia vibes to the outfit. I felt very cute in this, and all the other girlies were out wearing office attire as well. There was some slacks happening out there on the dance floor, so I felt like I fit right in.
Alright, so there you have it. Honestly, all in all, I think that this was a great success. So I know I mentioned a couple times in the beginning and throughout this process that this bag came with another one, and I haven't included it in this video for a couple of reasons. The first one is honestly that I just felt at a certain point while I was cleaning it, I got it through pretty much all of the process, and I kind of realized I didn't really think it was salvageable. And even if it was something that I wasn't really willing to put in the effort for because it was just not in a style that I connect with. It's like a messenger bag style flap top bag, and I never really liked those. I'm really more of a shoulder bag fan, and I really like smaller bags. I have a large bag. I have a Baggu medium crescent that I use in my like everyday life. But now I'm definitely going to be jazzing up my outfits a little bit more, which I think is super exciting. Still think this was definitely a success. I know it was a little hairy there in the beginning, but I really think I kind of came out the other side, and I feel like I restored all of these pretty well. I'm very happy with them all. They're not perfect, you know, like this one still has its mark right there, but I don't care. All in all, I'd say I spent about the same as if I would have gone to a Coach outlet and picked out one brand new purse, I think, for the 4 of these. And this one, I did spend more on her. She was, how much did I pay? $90. And I think it's worth it because I really fell in love with this style. There's not a lot of vintage Coach bags from pre-2000. I think this is technically a 2001. So there's not a lot of bags in that era that are in this like little tiny shoulder bag baguette style. Most of them are like shoulder bags, saddle bags. For me to find this one and love it so much, it was really worth it to pay like the actual market value. And this was the best deal I could find, and I have not seen another one come up for this style. There was a few on eBay in a brown color for $150. This bag comes in a red and a blue color. Those ones sell for like, well, I don't know if they sell for this, but I've seen them listed for like $350 to $400, which is just never gonna happen for me. $15 is really not bad. Really, really, really not bad, I think. And it was definitely worth the elbow grease. Yeah, I learned a lot, and I'm really happy about it. So thanks for coming along on this little journey with me, and I hope that you'll be excited to see more stylings of these bags in the future. Please, if you could, like and subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.